the horror of the second half of the tribulation will eclipse the worst hours of the first 3.5 years.
In the interest of global security, martial law is being immediately...
Dropping any pretense of his earlier role as a peacemaker, the Antichrist moves by force to strengthen his hold on the planet. His agenda expands beyond military, economic, and political objectives when he moves to establish himself as a god and demands the worship of the entire world. His closest advisor, the false prophet, creates a universal religion, positioning the Antichrist as the supreme Lord. As an act of allegiance and identification, every person on earth is ordered to wear the mark of the beast, 666. Without it, no one can buy or sell in the global economy. Then, at the height of his arrogance, the Antichrist commits the ultimate act of desecration against the Jews. He enters their holy temple and erects an idol of himself as an object of worship.
Some suggest that the temple is so beautiful and so wonderful that he cannot resist wanting to go to that temple, sit in the temple of God, defile that temple by his presence, and claim, I really am God incarnate in human flesh.
Let the world know that I am God. And from this day forth...
In what will appear to be a miracle, the idol of the Antichrist will speak, commanding the world to bow down in worship.
Power and the knowledge and the wisdom of the universe.
Satan will actually give it power. I don't know if it'll be electronically capable of speech or if it'll be supernatural. And people will hear the voice of this beast, this idol, and be tricked into worshiping it. And when they do, they will have forsaken their soul.
In the Gospel of Luke, Christ issues a startling warning to anyone who refuses to follow the Antichrist.
Then let those who are in Judea flee to the mountains. Let those in the city get out, and let those in the country not enter the city, for Jerusalem will be trampled underfoot by the Gentiles.
There is an obvious sense of urgency in Christ's words, and all who heed them will find their route of escape leading to the vast wilderness areas south of Jerusalem. There, the Jews will hide from the wrath and persecution of the Antichrist.
The Old Testament talks about them being hidden away in Bozrah, which is a Hebrew for sheepfold, and that is believed to be the ancient city of Petra, which is in Jordan.
It is not hard to envision how the ancient city of Petra, 100 miles south of Jerusalem, could provide sanctuary for thousands of men, women, and children during the last days of the Great Tribulation. Carved from solid rock by an Arab merchant population more than 2,000 years ago, Petra is an almost impregnable fortress. The abandoned city is surrounded on all sides by towering cliffs and accessible only through a chasm that narrows to a width of 12 feet. Here, many believe God will supernaturally protect and sustain his people, perhaps by providing water from a rock and manna from heaven, as he once did for Moses and the children of Israel. While those in the wilderness are protected by God, the rest of the world is embroiled in total chaos. Where the death toll from the birth pains of war, natural disasters, and famine rises to more than 1 million human lives a day.
By the middle of the tribulation, 50% of the people will have been wiped off the face of the earth. So sociologically, that would send everything into chaos. Half the police officers, half the school teachers, half the medics and doctors and professional workers, everything that the Antichrist tries to do, he's going to have to be searching for capable people because so many people will be wiped out. It's going to be a time of chaos.
As his control of the world erodes, the Antichrist's anger against the Jews intensifies, and at the height of his fury, he orders his armies of the European Confederacy to converge upon Israel. Committed to the total annihilation of the Jewish race, the most powerful military force in history assembles here on the Megiddo Plains, north of Jerusalem.
It's the valley of Jezreel, the breadbasket of modern Israel, a valley some 50 miles wide and 200 miles long. It's the largest flat area in Israel. It's the ideal place to assemble an army. So it becomes in the Bible a term, a symbol of major war and conflict. Many of the battles of the Old Testament era were fought on that location.
While the forces of the Antichrist invade Israel, another army, 200 million strong, marches relentlessly from the east toward the plains of Megiddo. The stage is now set for the ultimate confrontation between Satan and God.